Hello. I'm going to do a nail filing video here. Let's see. Let's start with eye. So they're quite long, way above the end of my finger. So I'm going to clip them first, carefully making sure that it doesn't fissure in the wrong direction. Just to try to so I don't have to file off so much material. So the eye finger, I get it so it's a little bit longer than the fingertip. And then I start with the file. So if this was 90 degrees to the tip of my finger, like that, I roll it like this, like 120, and I use a glass file because it doesn't conform to the shape of the nail, and it will, if I hold the right proper angle to the file, it will make a mathematically flat surface. So it's like a ledge for the string to just drop off into space without leaving a point. So the reason I have 120 degrees opposed to 90 is because if you look at your fingers inside, the eye finger tips in towards the center line of the palm. So that's why I do that with that finger. And the A finger will do just the opposite on the other side. So the eye finger turns in more than the A finger, so it's a little more of an extreme shape where it's longer on the back side here and shorter on this side. This corner needs to be there in order for the ramp to be at an angle where it will slide off easily. If you file that corner away, thinking that that's what's catching, you create a ramp that will never give you the richest tone that you want. So you have to leave that corner in and just file it until that corner gets tucked just inside the pad, but is still there. And then I like to go down the file like this, at this angle, to lop off any point at the sort of apex of the release, which is right here. So that would be how I would do the eye finger. The M finger is more, it's a little bit more in line with this, the palm, straighter in the center. Like, it's not leaning like the other fingers do. So I would first clip it to get it closer to the length that I would want to start with, which is a little bit longer than the tip of my finger. I'd probably do more, but being this is just sort of a rough cut, I'm going to leave it a little bit long because I want to concentrate when I do it. Then I would try to hold the file at a uniform angle, sort of 90 degrees-ish to the nail itself. And then if you look at it, when it's the proper shape, if you look closely, along the length across the nail this way, you don't have any gaps. If you look at the file, it's in contact with the whole distance across the nail. That's going to give you the most solid footprint on the string. To have a shape where it literally is touching all the nail at once. I mean, not at once, because when you initiate the stroke, the string is resting right here, and it leaves right about here. So, but you want to be able to touch as much of the nail during the stroke as possible. And then if the tone is too bright at the angle that you want to play at, you remove nail from the back side of the nail until, if say you were resting your nails on the string, you would bring it around like this a little bit more, and you would feel the string engage on the back sides of all 3 nails. So here, here, and here, as you get a straighter attack. So that will give you more control of your sound, more uniform quality of sound. So the A finger is going to be sort of like the I finger in that it's not a normal looking shape. Like the M finger is going to look somewhat normal, and what do I mean by normal? I mean like equally long on the playing side and the back side, because it's 90 degrees to the center line of the palm. This one, the A finger, tends to lean in towards the center line more. So that means in order to have the nails feel uniform on the string, the back side of the nail is going to be exposed to the string first. So in order to have as much nail in contact with the string as possible, you have to remove more off the back side of A than any of the other fingers. So the A finger backside here has got to go, it's got to be shorter than this side. So I would, again, if I've been doing my nails religiously and consistently, I don't use a clipper. I would only use it if I've been lazy and haven't done my nails in recent times. So in this case, I'm going to clip it down close to where I want it. And then I first try to establish a good angle. So if this is say this is 90 degrees to the tip of my finger in profile, 120 degrees this way, and 120 degrees this way will give me a nice flat cramp surface on the playing side, or the left side of the nail. So I'd take that down until this corner is recessed just inside the flesh of the tip of the finger, and I try to establish sort of a single angle of attack with the file. So I'm not rounding the nail like this. That just creates problems. Anyway, so that's basically how I do my nails. And then I at the end, before I polish them, I like to slide down the file like this, at this angle. So I'm sliding down the file, kind of backside leading, and what that's doing is lopping off any spot on the end of my nail that will catch as it's coming close to releasing. All right, I hope that's helpful in some way. Take care.